You're looking live over downtown Macon this morning. The time is 6:30 on this August 22nd. I'm Caitlin Heck.
And I'm Wanye Reese. The last full week of August, and you can tell that the year is progressing because the sun would usually be up at this point just about a month ago, but it's still dark out right now.
That's right. We are flying through this year, Jordan.
Yes, every day I'm adding like a minute to the sunrise time because it's getting darker and darker every single morning as we head into the morning time hours. Looking at Macon now, still dark outside, 75 degrees, dew point sitting at 73 degrees, so still relatively muggy out there. We're going to continue to be muggy as we head throughout the day, the week, probably the next month at this point. And as we look over and see our rainfall totals, it looks like most of the rain was off in our eastern counties, anywhere between 2 and 4 inches. So if you are out there on the roadway, especially towards our eastern county, just make sure you be a little more extra cautious out there. Now, we do have some rain on the radar, none in central Georgia. We got some rain to the west, got some rain to the east, but do you really want to know what's next? Got some rain coming towards our area as we head throughout the next couple of hours. The average temperature is 92 degrees. I'm having temperature highs somewhere in the mid to lower 80s, but overall going to be relatively warm across central Georgia, not hot like we've been seeing all summer. Temperatures in the mid 70s across the board as we head into the afternoon. Now, I'm going to look at your full forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Jordan. We have an update now to a July shooting at a Fort Valley apartment complex that left a baby dead. A man now in jail in connection to it. That's
one of the 3 headlines that you need to know right now. Fort Valley police say investigators arrested Christopher Miller and Warner Robins Saturday night. He's now in the Peach County Jail. He was wanted on murder and aggravated assault charges. It comes after a shooting last month at the Lakeview apartment complex in Fort Valley. Someone shot into a first-floor unit, killing 1-year-old Marcus Ball Jr. and hurting his 2-year-old sister. Right now, Warner Robins police are looking into a woman's death after someone recently found her body around the 600 block of South Pleasant Hill Road. They say she has no outward signs of any injuries. Houston County Coroner James Williams says there's no indication a crime happened. He says they're scheduling an autopsy with the GBI crime lab in order to get some more answers. Well, this morning, the Bibb Sheriff's Office continues to investigate after someone shot at an East Macon home, hurting one man. They say it happened just before 10 Saturday night. They got a report someone shot several times at a home in the 2100 block of Jeffersonville Road. Deputies found a 40-year-old man got hit. As of yesterday morning, he was in stable condition at a hospital. 6:32, let's catch you up on your state news now. A toddler at the center of an Amber Alert now safe, and a woman in custody in connection to her disappearance. The GBI says authorities found 2-year-old Aurora Mobley Miller. They took Felicia Horn into custody. An Amber Alert got issued for the child just after 10:15 last night on behalf of Thomas County Sheriff's Office. It got canceled about an hour later. The Ford Motor Company says it plans to appeal a $1.7 billion verdict coming in a civil case against the automaker in our state. The case dealt with a pickup truck crash that killed a Georgia couple. It involved what the plaintiff's lawyers called dangerously defective roofs on Ford pickup trucks. Melvin and Voncio Hill died back in April of 2014 in the rollover wreck of their Ford 2002 F-250 pickup truck. In closing arguments, lawyers from the company defended the actions of Ford and its engineers. U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham's testimony in the special grand jury investigation over the 2020 election in Georgia is now on pause. Yesterday, a federal appeals court agreed to temporarily put on hold a lower court's order requiring the lawmaker from South Carolina to testify. A subpoena had instructed Graham to appear before the special grand jury tomorrow. The jury is looking into whether former President Donald Trump and his allies illegally interfered with the 2020 election in the Peach State. Well, the U.S. Supreme Court says 2 Georgia Public Service Commission elections will not happen this November. Instead, the High Court released a ruling that reversed an earlier appeals court action, allowing the elections to continue. This puts back into effect a decision by an Atlanta federal judge that postponed those elections. The judge found electing the 5 commissioners statewide illegally dilutes black voting power. The Service Commission regulates Georgia Power Company and other utilities. Today, Bibb County's Planning and Zoning Board will consider plans for YKK-AP's latest plant. The company recently announced it is looking to expand. A proposal submitted to Planning and Zoning shows the plant would go up on Sardis Church Road between the Tyson Food and Tractor Supply distribution centers. The company wants to build a 1-story, 365,000 square foot building there where it can produce residential windows and sliding doors. YKK-AP says they plan to move operations from its Okmulgee East Boulevard plant to the new factory once it's done. They plan to hire about 100 more employees. The zoning board meets at 1:30 this afternoon. 6:34 now on your Monday morning. Today, a grand opening happens for the newly renovated Georgia Department of Driver Services Customer Service Center in beautiful Warner Robins. DDS says the program starts at 10 this morning at the center off of Carl Vinson Parkway. There will be a ribbon cutting and private tours happening.
It's a big debate among parents. When is the right age to hand your child their own cell phone? How you can help them create good habits when that time comes. It's now 6:35 here on your Monday morning. Caitlin, I feel like as soon as the kids come out the womb, they got a tablet in their hand and they're just
ready.
like, like they're ready to go. I see these kids like open up the cameras and get on TikTok and I'm like, this baby's only like 8 or 9 months.
Listen, you know what? I'm not going to say anything because if my kids start screaming at a restaurant, I'm not going to say I'm not going to be that kid. Just gonna be like, here you go.
Put your headphones on.
Go watch some Cocomelon. Have fun.
Yes,
I don't blame you.
I was definitely an iPad kid growing up, just sitting on the floor eating some Cheez-Its and with an iPad in my face.
And I just want to say, Jordan, you're making me feel so old.
I know.
Because there was no such thing as tablets when Caitlin and I were coming up.
I did not.
What
That
did you
did not
guys do?
exist.
And I'm only 27.
I'm not going to say how old I am. That's just a sad number.
Yes. I don't know what you guys did with when y'all were little, but I was definitely an iPad kid. Looking now in Macon a lot. We've got some blue out there in the sky. If you look really closely, you can kind of start to see the sun rising up. You probably won't see too much sunlight if those clouds kind of just stick around. But temperatures out there in Macon is sitting at a warm 75 degrees. We're not seeing any fog out there on the radar either. Look, that's a good thing because we can actually see what's in the front of us. And that combined with the rain that we could have gotten that we did see last night could have caused for more of a dangerous situation on your way out to the school and to work this morning. But the rain that we saw, anywhere between 2 and 4 inches in some of our eastern counties. Our western counties mostly dry yesterday night, and we're looking to see if there's any rain out there on the radar. Now we got some rain to the east, and we even got some rain to the west as well, but none in central Georgia just yet. We'll be tracking those with you right now. Actually, moving into 10 o'clock, we kind of see these stripes of green on the screen. It looks like a lot of light rain does make its way towards central Georgia, so if you are headed out there outside and to go take those kids to school and onto work, you might want to grab that rain jacket on your way out the door, maybe even some rain boots if you want. Moving to 12 o'clock, similar situation, a little bit less of that light rain and less coverage as well. Moving to 4 on your way to pick up those kids from school and on your way from football practice. It's like we're going to see some isolated storms move in from the south headed eastward. Meanwhile, your northern county is going to see much more of a widespread event of light showers and rain moving into Monday night. Tuesday, it looks like we're going to see a lot less rain starting us out overnight. Early into Tuesday morning, could see some showers here and there, but overall not a lot of rain. And overall into Tuesday, we get back into this typical summertime pattern, but we won't see as much rain. We see little dots here and there moving to 2 o'clock, even into 5 o'clock. But as we get into 9 o'clock, we're not seeing those overnight showers like we've been seeing over the past couple of days. So we will take that. Temperatures are currently in the mid-70s, 75 in Macon, 76 in Gordon, 75 in Wrightsville, and 75 degrees in Dublin. Dew-point temperatures also in the mid-70s, so really muggy, sticky, and very heavy outside right now. And here's our school bus forecast. We could see some rain within the next couple of hours. We'll be tracking that with you, and temperatures on your way out the door probably in the mid-70s by now. On your way home, though, we'll be looking at the lower 80s if we get to that, and that temperature is really highly dependent on where we see rain. With more cloud cover, more rain, we won't see those temperatures in the 80s, but if one area has not seen rain and won't see rain all day today, we could get into the mid-80s for some places. But the average high is 92, and I don't think we're going to break that anywhere in central Georgia, so a relatively, now I want to say cooler day, but not as warm as our typical summertime patterns. Tonight will drop to 70 degrees, warm night, and rain chances are possible as we head into the evening hours. As far as any tropical development out there, we do have a 20% chance that this tropical wave that's headed off the western coast of Africa into the Atlantic Ocean could form into something. That's over the next 5 days. As we head over the next week or so, it takes time for this system to make its way across the Atlantic Ocean. Could develop into something a little bit more stronger. Here's our 7-day forecast. Temperature highs are going to be in the mid-80s as we head into the end of the work week. Rain chances ramp up Thursday as a cold front comes through.